What's going on, Fashion No Boundaries? Ryan Rich back again. Today is Tuesday. I know I said I wasn't going to do a live this week because of the Thanksgiving holidays, but my man Derek had to reschedule, so I'm just waiting for him to jump online so we can kind of get this interview started. And what I want him to do is I want him to be able to tell his story about his experiences with cerebral palsy, so we can compare the two. Um, Derek is from Colorado, and he's a DJ like myself. So we're gonna try to get him to jump on and share his story with everybody here at Fashion No Boundaries. And as always, remember, guys, you can hit me up on my Facebook, the Ryan Rich Facebook page. You can also contact me on email, ronald246@aol.com, to schedule your interview. And you can also hit me up on Instagram, Dream Rich Productions, all one word. And you know what? In the next couple of weeks, probably after the Thanksgiving holidays, I'm gonna start doing lives on Instagram. Hey, Ebony and Octavia, what's going on? I'm still waiting on Derek, so we got to see if he's ready. But yeah, you can also hit me up on Instagram. I'm gonna start doing lives on Instagram, and I'm gonna start doing a lot more research topics on cerebral palsy, and I'm gonna start finding out a lot more information about cerebral palsy. So I'm gonna see if Derek is gonna get online and go on this live with me. And we're waiting. Let me see. Yes, Ebony, you are on time, my love. So that's a good thing. But as I always say, man, with Fashion No Boundaries, I really appreciate, the both of y'all for giving me the opportunity and giving me the platform to tell my story. And I've met a lot of people who are telling their stories. So I guess we'll wait on him a little while, because I really didn't have anything else to talk about except doing an interview with him. Ebony, do you show up to these lives fashionably late or something? I'm just saying. Let's see. We having trouble getting my man on live. What's going on, Kimmy? We having trouble getting my man Derek on live, so I don't know. We got to figure this one out. But let's see what's going on. Oh, all right. There go Derek. All right, man. We're going to bring Derek in, man, and we're going to get this thing started. All right, cool. Yo, what's going on, homie?
What's up, bro?
All right. Welcome to Living Life with Cerebral Palsy featuring Ryan Rich. Appreciate you coming on, man, and we're gonna just jump right into it, man. we had a little technical
Okay.
difficulty with my man, trying to get on, but I appreciate, you working it out, and you're here with me now. So what I wanted to ask you is, man, we talk about cerebral palsy and different things like that and disabilities. What type of cerebral palsy were you born with?
I have a spastic cerebral palsy.
And how does it affect your everyday living or everyday uh, form of life?
It does in certain ways, but it really don't affect me, bro. If that makes any sense,
Hmm.
because like I got family and a strong support system, so whatever I need help with, my family got me. So
Right.
I mean it affects me in certain ways, but it really,
Right. So what would you say, man, dealing with cerebral palsy? Because I know all of us deal with different forms of cerebral palsy. I have spastic diplegia too. What would you
hmm
say has been the hardest thing for you to have to deal with when it comes to dealing with your disability? Because I know, you and I have talked many times, within recent weeks, some of the difficulties you've had. So why don't you tell people here in the Fashion No Boundaries group, like what are some of the hardest things or what are some of the most difficult things that you've had to deal with concerning cerebral palsy?
Oh well, I got spasticity, so
Hmm.
the weather affects me. You know what I'm saying? Movement, period. You know what I mean?
Movement, right?
So, you know, yeah. So that's the weather and movement. Just
Right. And that's what I touch on a lot too with me. The weather and movement affects me a lot, but cerebral palsy really doesn't affect me to where I'm completely like incapacitated or, I really can't
yeah,
do anything for myself. Um,
yeah. My family wasn't letting that go down for me, man. They like,
yeah,
no, you better get your ass up.
right, right. You gotta, yeah, man. And that's one thing I can say about my family too. Like, they really, 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 man, push me like you know, uh, to do stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you're a DJ, right?
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
I've been doing that almost 30 years, man.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
And
I'm
I
36, bro. I don't look like it, but I'm 36, bro.
right. And I get that a lot too because I'm 34. I've been doing radio for almost 10, and they're like, "Wow, you've always wanted to work in radio." And I think that's how me and my man hit it off right here when he found out that I was
hmm Yeah, that's
a
what it
upcoming
was.
radio personality. He was like, "Oh, cool," And I told him I had cerebral palsy too. He was like, "Yeah, man." So I just want to say,
hmm
man, I'm proud of you, bro, and keep pushing
I'm
and keep
proud of
striving
myself,
better.
man.
Yeah.
I done came a long way, man. But like I said, I gotta thank my family and friends, man.
Right.
I got
Oh,
a very, very, very strong support system, man.
right. So another thing I wanted to ask you, man, how do you deal with the aches and pains? Like, do you take any medicines, or what do you do to
No,
cope with your aches
man.
and
To be
pains?
honest, to be honest, man, I smoke medical marijuana. I don't do pills, man, because
Right.
my body don't adjust it, man. So you know what I'm saying? It don't digest it.
Hmm.
So if I take pills, I vomit. So I can't,
Right. Right.
you
Right.
know.
And that's another thing too, man. Like, I eventually want to do a video on medical marijuana and how it supports, how it helps with cerebral palsy and different disabilities.
hmm
Because I don't think there's enough research done on it. And like I said, living in New Orleans, living in Louisiana, we are so behind on everything, concerning disabilities and medical marijuana. I think we're going to end up being one of the last states in America to legalize medical marijuana. But
Yeah,
we,
y'all eventually get there.
right, we all have our own personal way of how we get our medicine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
exactly,
yeah,
exactly.
man. But you know, how could people get in contact with you, man, if they want to, hit you up for
Um,
not necessarily
oh,
disability information, but DJing?
my Instagram is the real DJ Dion.
Hmm.
My Twitter is DJ Dion 88,
Okay,
and then my Facebook is Derek Strong.
right. And I see Ebony said that you needed that smoke. Ebony, we not trying to put all this on Facebook Live now. Come on now.
Yeah,
But
that's my girl right there though. I love Ebony, man. She a
yeah,
real
man.
one, man.
Yeah, she is, man. And like I said, man, I'm grateful because she gave me the chance. Her and Octavia, my big sis, I call her my big sis. She gave me the chance to
Hmm.
you know, speak my story, man. And like talking to a brother like you, man, has really helped me, just express myself. And me and him have became friends, and we damn near talk every day to every other day. You know what I'm saying? Talk
Yep,
about
we sure do. We
all
sure
kind
do.
of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm really grateful, man.
It's it's God, man. That's God's doing, man. You know, God's plan, man. That's all
Yeah.
I can say.
So like
You know.
we're gonna make this a quick interview because I don't want to hold you too long, and because it's the holidays, and I know everybody's trying to get their eat on in the next couple of days, and doing interviews till after the holidays. So what would you tell a person who has CP or who has a disability, who's afraid to come out and talk about their disability? Like, what are some words of encouragement that you could tell a person who's having a difficult time or who's kind of hesitant about telling their story to the public or even coming out with it on social networking, man?
I would say go ahead and do it because you never know who you can inspire and motivate, if you know what I mean, man.
Right, right,
You never know who your story touches. You never People are going through the same thing we going through. So, we gotta be here for one another, man. You know what I mean?
right. And that's the biggest thing, man. That's support. Positive support is everything. Because if you don't have that, I
Mm.
mean,
You
you
ain't got
gotta
nothing.
you ain't got nothing, man. And make sure
Hmm.
that you try to, from my experiences, you look out for the people that are around you, that take care of you. Because
Hmm.
I have a small group of friends, man, and you're included in this. The only thing is you don't live in New Orleans, but my boys
Hmm.
I hang out with, we've had conversations about that too. And you also told me how your partners, your friends, they've looked out for you from day one.
Hmm.
So yeah, man, I really appreciate you doing this quick live with me. And like I said, we
Man,
got to get.
same here, man. I appreciate it too, man.
Oh, you know what? I got a question from Octavia. She's throwing them out there. She said, we're not gonna sign off. We're gonna keep this going. But she wants to know, how was your childhood growing up with a disability?
Well, I got a younger brother that's I think 33.
Hmm.
I mean, man, music saved my life. DJing saved my life. You know what I mean? Because like when my brother was going outside to play football and basketball, I couldn't.
Right.
So them turntables, saved my life, man.
All right. And we also got a question for Ebony from Ebony, and she's asking, what made you get into DJing and music?
My dad is shit. I want to say 55,
Hmm.
and he still DJs right now today.
Really? So it was always something uh, that you wanted to do, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. It's
yes,
kind
sir.
it's kind of like me with the radio, man. Believe it or not, I've wanted to be in radio since the age of 6. And
Hmm.
when I went to school, I graduated from high school in 2002, and I really went through a phase where I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was sitting at home
Hmm.
one day, and I was like, you know what? I want to work in radio. So when I went to college, got involved in the mass communications program, had a minor setback for a little while, couldn't find a gig, and I think finally in 2012, well no 2009, 2010 was when I got my first gig, and I've been in
Hmm.
radio ever since, man. And, a lot of people don't know. I know you know, but radio and DJing is a different job than most. You know.
Hmm.
And we got another question from my big sis Octavia. She wants to know, how do the ladies treat you?
Hey, I ain't got no problem in that area.
All right, all right. That's what it is, man. That's
I'm
what it
all right
is.
in that area, thank God.
That's what's up. Yeah, because
Yeah,
you know how it is, man. Yeah, but we
yeah.
will have to leave that conversation for another day. All right, we got another question from my girl Ebony.
Ebony,
She wants to know.
my mixes is on
Yeah.
mixcloud.com. Just go to
All right.
Mixcloud and type in DJ Dion.
All right. And we got a question from Keithia. Is that how you pronounce your name? She wants to know, is Bob Marley your favorite reggae artist?
Yeah, yes.
That's what's
I
up, man.
always tell people if I can go see a concert from all the superstars that are deceased, Bob Marley would be my first one.
What about Michael Jackson?
He Bob Marley would have to go before Mike. I love Bob
Really?
Marley.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. That's what's up, man.
yeah, man. I don't know if y'all can see my walls.
Hmm.
See, I got the big throw Bob Marley on my wall. I love Bob, man. Bob, my dude.
Right.
I've been on Bob since about 10 years old, man. My mom put me on Bob.
All right, so we gonna switch it up a little bit. We're not gonna talk about disabilities. So, what would be you being a DJ? What would be one of your ideal mixes? Like, what are some of your favorite things to mix? Like, or what is some of your favorite music to put together? And we're gonna get to Octavia question next.
I love R&B, bro. To be
Old
honest,
old school R
R&B
and
is
B.
my thing, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. R&B is my thing.
All right, that's what's up.
I'm from
Who?
Chicago, so I came up DJing house music. That's how I learned was house music, but R&B is my thing.
How's the scene with R. Kelly being out there on the music scene for being from Chicago? Is it
I
deep?
don't know, man. I ain't been to Chicago in years, bro. To
Okay,
be honest,
okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
I ain't been to Chicago in a minute.
All right, so we're gonna jump back to Octavia. And Octavia wants to know, my big sis, she wants to know what words can you give a parent raising a child with cerebral palsy? What positive words you can give a parent raising a child with cerebral palsy?
It takes a lot of patience, a lot of willpower, love,
Facts.
you know,
Hmm.
and you also gotta have a support system too. That's a big part in it, man. If you got a strong support system, you'll never fail.
Right.
You
That's
know,
and that's I can't stress that enough from my end, man. Like growing up in New Orleans and growing up as a kid who has cerebral palsy also, support system is everything, man. Because a lot of people just don't understand you know, why you may walk the way you walk, or why, I know a
hmm
lot of us are in wheelchairs and a lot of us can't walk, but, they may look at you and be like, why? And you really, really have to keep a strong head. It's, it's mentally and physically draining, you know. Did we lose him? I think we lost him. Let me see if I can get him back on. All right, we lost him. All right, I think we lost him, y'all. So I guess we're gonna have to wait. Yeah, I think we lost him. Let's see, give him a little while before he gets back on. But as he was saying on the live, he was saying, like I always say in my live, support system is everything. If you don't have a support system, you don't have anything. So you gotta just stay positive and you know stay uplifted. That's all I could say. You know. So with that being said, I think this interview has come to a close. I want to thank my man Derek for jumping on, and I'm gonna try to see if I can get him back on one more time. And he's texting me right now saying what happened, but I think we lost him. But as always, man, shouts out to everybody who tuned in, and you know we'll have to do part two of this interview another time when I get my man back on. But as always, guys, hit me up Ronald246 at AOL.com. Living Life with Cerebral Palsy featuring me, Ryan Rich, is my Facebook page. Just search for the Ryan Rich Facebook page. Also on Instagram, Dream Rich Productions, all one word. And like I said, my page doesn't have to always be about cerebral palsy. We can talk about whatever. Most of my stuff on Facebook page is comedy relief and foolishness. So, I post a lot of craziness so you guys can get a good laugh. But I'm also trying to become an advocate. Well, I'm not going to say trying to become an advocate. I am an advocate for people who have cerebral palsy. And, this whole thing is about, being a voice for those who don't have one. So that's what me, Ebony, and you know what? Derek is back on. So we're going to try to keep it going. We're not going to shut it down just yet. So let me see if I can get my man back on. Yeah, but we're not. This is this page is for people who don't have a voice, man, and that's what it is. So let me see if I can get my man back on. All right, man, we lost you for a minute. I don't know what happened, but I think the
Yeah.
question where we left off at, we were talking about positivity. I tried to keep it going as best as I could without you, but you were saying, Octavia asked the question, what was some of your what would you tell a parent who has a child with cerebral palsy? What positive words could you tell a parent who has a child that has cerebral palsy?
Oh, like I was saying, it takes a lot of patience, willpower, you know.
Right. Yeah. So
But
you just gotta keep rolling, man. That's it. That's us being the
yeah,
age that
yeah,
we are,
yeah, yeah.
us being the age that we are. Like I'm 34, you're 36. And I think Ebony is also around the same age. I'm kind of glad that we're able to do this because the younger kids who have cerebral palsy can see, like, your disability doesn't have to define you. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And we've
Mhm.
all proven that, within these last couple of weeks and months and stuff. So that's what it is.
Bro, it might sound funny, bro, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of actually glad I got cerebral palsy, bro. It's made me more receptive to life, man.
Right. Dig it. Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Right. Yeah. I always.
And then I got nieces and nephews too. They help me out a lot too.
Mhm.
Them coming up around me, they know how to help someone else if they see someone else like me or worse than me. You know what I mean? Without sitting there staring, wondering, and you know what I mean. So,
Mhm. And that's the good thing too. I wanted to touch on what you just said. I have a 14-year-old sister, and I'm actually by my mom right now, just trying to just kick it for the holidays with her.
hmm
And a lot of y'all know my back is still hurting, and I damn near fell um, upstairs, and she was like, she made sure that I was all right. So it shows, you know, them how to help us if we need help. You know what I'm saying? Or help other people
hmm
that have
hmm
cerebral palsy that may be in a worse condition than we are. You know what I'm saying? So I would say, cerebral palsy has been a blessing because, I've been able to show my little sister what to do if I need help and what not to do. And like when I
hmm
almost fell, she knew what to do instantly. She grabbed me and she was like, "You're all right." So it made me feel good that she knew, what to do in that situation. You know what I'm saying? So
hmm
yeah,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
yeah, man. But as always, man, it's all love, bro. And we're gonna shut this thing down because I don't want any more technical difficulties on our live. Love you, bro, and I appreciate you.
Okay, okay,
I
okay, okay.
appreciate you doing this interview with me. So, man, tell them how
It's
they,
all love, bro.
yeah, tell them how they can get in contact with you before we roll out of here, man.
Instagram once again, the real DJ Dion. Facebook, Derek Strong. My Twitter is DJ Dion88. Mixcloud.com, DJ Dion, DEON, y'all, not DEION. Um, my Gmail is DJ Dion612, and that's pretty much it, man.
All right, and y'all know where I'm at. Dreamers Productions is an Instagram. Uh, Ronald Richardson is the Facebook page. Living Life with Cerebral Palsy is on the Facebook page. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna get my YouTube channel back up and running after the holidays, man. So y'all can hit me up there. I posted a video a couple months ago, and I just kind of lost track of everything that was going on. But definitely,
I will see you guys after the holidays. Octavia, save me a plate, freeze dried, do whatever you got to do to get it to New Orleans. I won't taste some of your cooking until I'm able to
Hey,
get out there Chi
me
Town.
too.
Yeah, so
Yeah, me too. I don't eat no pork.
right, but we'll do something else. So, but with all that being said, man, peace and love, happy holidays, fashion no boundaries. It's all love. And this has been another episode of Living Life with Cerebral Palsy featuring Ryan Rich with a whole lot of mistakes